Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of Psalms, Psalm 56, verse 11. And it says this: "In God I have put my trust. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me?" I want to speak to you this morning about there's no need to fear. David, we know he was a warrior and he faced enemies on every side. And here in this particular psalm, it is believed that he had been taken captive by the Philistines in Gath. He often found himself in dangerous situations, surrounded by enemies who sought to do him harm. In this psalm, David expresses his fear, but his confidence in God's protection. In verses 1 to 4, David begins by pleading for God's mercy, acknowledging that his enemies oppress him daily. However, he declares that he will not fear because his trust is in God. In verses 5 to 9, he describes how his enemies twist his words and plot against him, but he knows that God sees his suffering and is attentive to his cries. In verses 10 to 13, to include our verse, David affirms his trust in God, recognizing that no human enemy can ultimately do him harm because God is on his side. He concludes with gratitude, acknowledging that it is God that has delivered him and will continue to do so. Now, like David, we face situations where people oppress us, whether through slander, persecution, or threats. It is our faith and trust in God that removes the power of fear. See, if God is for you, who then can be against you? Therefore, we can stand firm in our faith despite opposition, whether we face trials at work, in relationships, or spiritual battles. We can trust that God will sustain us. Just as God delivered David, he promises to be with his people today, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. Our confidence should be in God and not in our circumstances. What then shall we fear? Selah. Think about this. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow, yes, as we consider today's verse. Amen.